I want to demonstrate how to access your chart of accounts within Xero. So your chart of accounts is essentially that. It's the list of all of your accounts. For organizations where we've done your conversion, your chart of accounts would have come in exactly as per your previous accounting system. So to access your chart of accounts, you go to accounting and then you go to advanced. When we in advanced, we can see under advanced setting, which is the second column on the right, there is chart of accounts. I'm going to favorite this because this is sometimes something that you will need to go back to easily. So if I click it on favorites, it's going to put it in my view here. So I'm going to click onto chart of accounts. And for this demo file, I've just gone with the standard Xero chart of accounts that is available, right? So if I want to add an account, for example, I can always click here and say add account. And then there's a few things that you need to populate. So the first thing would be the account type. So I'm going to just add an expense. And then I've got to give it a unique code. So you can see in the chart of accounts, every account has an account number. Obviously, if you've done a conversion, your chart of accounts will have the same account numbers that you previously had. Xero is quite nice in the sense that it does not allow you to add something that already has an account number. So for example, if you look here, I can see there's an account 200 already. So if I type 200 in, you will see that it tells me 200 is not available because 200 is sales. So I'm going to put in 201 for now. And you'll see that has now gone to green. And now I have to give this a name. So I'm just going to put in educational program. Okay. We don't have to put anything under description optional. And then you see that there's the tax here. So it defaults to old 14%, right? So for now, I'm going to actually leave that because I actually want to show you how easy it is to actually amend the tax rate in Xero, because sometimes when you create a file, everything automatically defaults to having VAT on it, and then you're going to go in and remove that. So I'm going to click on save. And now you'll see that we have this account 201, which is educational program. Now for my Xero file, this demo file that I've created, the organization is not VAT registered. So I had gone in previously when I set up the file and corrected all of the VAT rates or the tax rates. So I want to show you how easy it is to just amend that. So if I click actually just on the account itself, and you'll see now that there's 3 tabs that have changed here. I've got delete, archive, and change tax rate. So I want to change the tax rate. So I'm just going to click on change tax rate. And then I got to tell Xero what do I want to change it to. So for now, I'm just going to say, so I'm going to delete what's there or backspace. And then I'm going to say no VAT. And then I'm going to say save. So the reason this is important is that if you don't check that everything has VAT or no VAT, then Xero will, say for example, we left it at the 14%. When we did my processing in the bank, Xero would automatically adjust for VAT, which would be incorrect for an organization that's not VAT registered. So we have done this exercise for you, but it would always just be good to go in and double check just to make sure that the tax rate is actually correct for your chart of accounts. You can also go in and edit the details. So if you just click on the account, you can go in and edit the name in there. You obviously can go in individually and edit the VAT if you want, but if you want to do like a bulk, you just click on a few and then say change tax rate. And that is it for your chart of accounts.